Okay, you have seen it everywhere, right? The headlines, the memes, the posts that have gone completely viral. But what are the Epstein court records really? With all the noise and confusion online, let's get some actual clarity by going straight to the official source.
The term you've probably seen popping up all over is the Epstein list. It's a catchy name for sure, but is it accurate? I mean, is there actually some simple, straightforward list of names of wrongdoers? Let's take a much closer look.
So, on one hand, you have the online rumor, which paints a picture of this simple list of guilty people. But the reality? It's a vast, complicated government archive filled with court documents. And understanding that difference? That is the absolute key to making sense of this entire story.
All right, so to get this right, we have to start where it all begins, the source. Let's dive into Section 1, the official source.
This information comes directly from the United States Department of Justice on their official website, justice.gov. This is so crucial. This isn't some leak or a rumor that started on social media. It's an official government publication.
And just look at that URL. A .gov domain name isn't just for show. It means it's an official government organization in the US. That's our first big clue that we're looking at a verified, authoritative source. The real deal.
Now check out the official title the government gives this page: Epstein Library Court Records. Pay attention to the specific words they use, not list, but library and records. Trust me, that language was chosen very, very carefully.
So, if it's a library, what's actually on the shelves? Let's get into Section 2, Inside the Records.
This is a massive collection, not a quick two-page summary. We're talking thousands and thousands of pages of formal legal filings. Motions, depositions, court orders, from a whole bunch of different court cases that span many years.
For instance, the library has documents from huge cases like Giuffre versus Maxwell and the state of Florida versus Epstein. Each of these is its own distinct legal battle with its own case number and just a mountain of associated paperwork. It's a collection of legal histories, not a simple list.
Okay, now for what might be the most critical piece of context in all of this. Section 3, the DOJ's official warning.
Right at the top of the web page, the Department of Justice puts its own warning label on this thing, a privacy notice. It warns that because of the sheer volume of documents, the archive might inadvertently, their word, contain sensitive information. The government itself is acknowledging how easily this complex stuff could be taken out of context.
So what does that really mean? It means a name can pop up for countless reasons. Someone could be a witness, a lawyer, part of the staff, or just mentioned in passing in an old email. The DOJ's own warning hammers this home. The mere presence of a name implies absolutely nothing about guilt.
You'll also see these huge sections of blacked-out text. This isn't random. The DOJ explains that these reductions are legally required. They're there to protect things like grand jury material, victims' identities, and personal information, or they're part of existing court orders. So the absence of information is just as deliberate as its present.
Okay, so we've gone to the source, we've looked inside the documents, let's bring it all together. Section 4, your key takeaway.
So here's what you really need to remember. 1. It's not a list, it's a library of legal archives. 2. It's an official source from the U.S. Department of Justice. 3. It contains thousands of pages of complex court filings. And 4, most importantly, context is everything. The appearance of a name doesn't imply guilt.
The whole purpose of this website is to provide public access to official court proceedings. That's a cornerstone of transparency. But it's done with critical legal guardrails in place to protect sensitive information and, most importantly, innocent people. And all of this leaves us with a bigger question, doesn't it? In an age of instant information, how can we all get better at separating official records from online rumors? How do we learn to just pause, find the actual source, and prioritize real context over viral clicks?